Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg here again with another update on the Merkava, and at the end I shall put the highlight coat on. I could do a bit of painting on the last video. I shall do that with the highlights. But this is how it turned out on the let's get this camera right. Wrong way. Would be wrong way, wouldn't it? There we go. That's better. Yeah, as you can see, it's come out quite well. I'll just take the lid off because it's all not fastened down yet. It's all still separate. So that's sort of the result we got. I was going to do a couple of highlights along the edges and things like that. I know it's got highlights anyhow, but I just want to emphasise a few more on the sides. Excuse me. So that's the upper hull. Obviously the lower hull is just going to be just the IDF colour. There's no point in doing anything light underneath there because you're not going to see it. And the turret as well. I put the white line down. This is painted on. These two here are the decals that came with the kit, so I've put those on. You can see you've got quite a good highlights and lowlights on there. So again, I just want to go along these edges and things like that, maybe a bit more in some of the panels. I started doing a bit of blocking in the colours. I painted that khaki, so it's all sorting out and weathering and finishing off yet. So that's where that is. I've been doing a little bit of detail work as well. Just pop that over. Oh, sorry, I put the side skirts on as well. I'm leaving one off at the moment. Just going to leave one off just to show you what's underneath there as well. I think I've seen a couple with one missing, so I'm going to leave one off there just to be honest. It's something different. This one's going to go on when I've got the part into here, which goes to the lower hull, and then we'll have the other part on, then the side skirt on. I've separated quite a few of them because they are separate on the pictures of the Merkava, so I thought I'd do that. Some of them. Right, let's have a look where we've got to with certain things. I'll bring this one in first. Since I put the machine guns together. We're on the big 50 cal, weathered it again slightly. Maybe a bit too much. I'm not too sure about it. Yeah, but I think it should be all right. Got the ammunition. I think put a bit of ammunition in there, I think, as well. So that's about finished. And that. We've got the other ones done. That's done as well. It's finished. They always will be added at near the end because I can guarantee I'll knock them off otherwise. And this one as well. It's quite complicated little things to put together, but they look nice. I'm glad I painted them before I put them together. They're quite nice, those. Quite nice detail. And obviously I've got this is to go on to catch the bullets off the cartridge shells off the 50 cal. That's going to go all underneath there, underneath that part there. It's going to go onto there, I think, if it fits. Otherwise it won't go on there. I just thought I'd do it anyhow because it was one that I had knocking about. A couple of jerry cans. These are what Paul sent me. These are 3D printed ones, these ones. Quite nice. There's two of those. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but I've done them anyhow. And this I've started off on the this came with the basket, the resin basket, so I'm going to change those straps. I don't like those colour on those straps. I'm going to maybe do it more of a deck tan sort of green-ish with a bit of khaki maybe, or something like that. I'm unsure yet, but I'll mess around with that at a later date. Right, over here we have, I started with a single track that's going to go onto the side. I started with that yesterday and I made a bracket for it as well, which is part of the through metal tracks. So I made a couple of brackets and started to weather that one up there. It's going to go on the side of the tank, so it doesn't look too bad. Not quite finished yet, but it's okay at the moment. It's getting there. A lot of these are just bits and bobs. That's the part for the other mud guard. These I've made a start on doing these. These are the mud guards for the front. Started on these. any dusting up yet, obviously, but I use one of the live colours from the black set. I think it's rubber and vulcanized or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's quite nice. Done those. They go on the front. I haven't done the ones on the back. Have I did the ones on the back? No, I haven't. I've got that to do yet. And we've used the stencils for these to go on the back of the turret, on the turret basket. So this is the one I'm doing. These are stencils that I've used. I've got all 3 of those. I'm going to use, these are just bits of wire I'm going to have to twist onto the basket at the back. So there's 3 of those. And you can see all 3 are there, all ready to go. I'll just pop that on top of there for now, and we have the wheels. You see the wheels, these are obviously still got to be weathered when it's finalised on the tracks, but quite nice, those wheels turn out really nicely. Now the resin wheels, if you remember, and those as well. Come out quite nice. I've done the backs as well. And we have, let's come off its peg. These as well with the sprockets. You're not going to see a lot of this because of the side skirts, but that isn't finished yet. But obviously you can see I haven't got no silver on there or chrome or whatever you want to call on there, brushed it to go through the tracks. They aren't finished, but we're getting there with those as well. And all the return rollers are all done as well. They're all finished. Even smaller wheels on there as well, which are here. And you're going to see a lot of these, but even so, there we are. I think these parts here for the top of the turret. Obviously this has got to have glass and things in it yet, and still I can't put it in yet because there's a part that goes in there first, or is it after? I'll have to have a look before I go any further with that. It's got a glass piece and a piece of that guard at the front to protect the glass, so I can't really put that in until near the end. So, on the turret roof, sorry, on the doghouse on the top of the commander's hatch, I had to put 3, make my own paste, well not make me, put on with the, I think it's MIG stuff on a tube, and the bolts were wrong. There was 5 on there, so I sliced them all off and added the 3 because I've got a little book that came with a kit and it's got some good pictures, so I followed that and added that to it as well. Anything else on there? I'll start here on the tow cables. Started on those. Still need finishing yet, but I started on those anyhow, so let's just see. Yeah, I've got a few dust coats to go on top of there, you can see, so, but we'll get there with them. We'll get there with them. It's just a bit of the here. I don't know what that one's there for. Oh yeah, and I've painted these. These are the antennas to go on the front and back. They're white, so some of the antennas are white as well. So they're painted and ready to go as well. But they'll be going on near the end because there again, I will knock them off as soon as I look at them. So let's just put all this back. Let's just put that back on there, out of the way. And we'll bring the these in. So what I've done is I've mixed the colour and I've added some deck tan to this to make it lighter. This is the original colour that's on there now, which is the AK IDF cyanide grey since 1990, which is RC094. It comes in that set which I showed you. So I've lightened that with deck tan and a touch of buff. So I've got it mixed up in there. I'm not too sure if it's a bit thin yet. I'll have to see when we get it in the airbrush. But I think we're alright, and obviously we've got the same people using this, so I thought I'd give it a go myself with the card just to get a few highlights, like doing things like that and whatever. Anyhow, we'll give it a go and see what happens. Let's just see how it reacts first. Is it looks okay, looks okay. Yeah, it's fine. Right, so we can maybe zoom in a touch, eh? We'll see where we're going. It's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it? So maybe do it from this side. And can we see if I do it like that? Just along the edges, really. Just like that. You know, it's not massive difference, but it just adds to that with being a universe, should have been a solid colour. Let me just show you, the camera can pick it up. So all I'm going to do is going to go along all the edges and just highlight them slightly, and then when that's done I'll give it a coat of satin coat before I start doing the weather and the oils and things like that. So we'll carry on doing this. This is part of the mud guard, so I'm going to leave that bit, I think, but we'll do this part down here. It's difficult to do, isn't it, when I might have to do this on the side still. Let's just move that up to there. Right, and if you can see past my hand, can you really? So, yeah, that works quite nice. I'll just do this on the back of here. What's this thing? Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So what I'll do now is I'll carry on with doing the highlights on the Merkava itself, and when that's done, when I do the next update, we'll start from there and we'll start doing the weathering. So thank you very much for stopping by and carry on the nice support that you give me in lovely comments, and I haven't forgotten about the giveaway. I haven't forgotten about it. In the next update I'll sort that kit out and we'll do a drawing with the Google random number generator, so don't worry about that, it's still in order. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we shall see you very soon with another update on the Hobbyboss Merkava Mk LIC, the buddy build with me and Paul from Paul's Military Models, or Military Modeler Paul. Still never get it right, whichever way it is. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll see you very soon.